Alright guys, we are back from the intermission. We're going into this map on train here. Advantage Kaoz, who were able to pull off the win there on cash. I'm going to try this time with a little less suck. Hopefully I can take the overlay off before we're 5 rounds deep into the game. We're going to be waiting for the players here. Looks like we do have a couple in. And, of course, Morty. Cautious Morty. Love it. What is this profile picture? I don't want to show any sensitive information. Never mind. I'm not going to look. Let's go ahead and take the screen down now so I don't forget to do it later. I'm trying to figure out what Mort's profile picture was. Can't quite figure it out. Turn my phone on silent. It was going off a few times during the last game, and I don't know if my mic caught it, but it probably did because it's sensitive as hell. Alright. Great. We have a lot of memers on the Chaos side deciding to go with the cautious name. Fantastic, love it. It's gonna be Flame Cautious Supernova. Saying Sheep's gonna reconnect here, but saying you have to do a restart, but they don't really have much time to really allot to that, unless they plan on just restarting the server. Hennington already calling out the third map. Is Sheep gonna restart? I mean, he's moving around. I'm assuming he's good to go, I guess. I thought maybe the restart was imminent, but, yeah, well, it is what it is. We're gonna be moving on here to the knife round to see if iShock can perhaps choose which side that they would prefer first. It certainly would give them a needed advantage at this point. It's a good start for them. Ooh, you're gonna get backstabbed, boy. Blaze gonna run for his life. Froster gonna try to make something happen. Not quite, and it does indeed look like the iShock side is going to be able to choose which side that they start on. Assuming Perry doesn't get some insane right clicks here, which is completely possible, but he's got 10 seconds to make it happen. At this point, the T's are probably just gonna scatter. Ooh, that was nice, but gonna get traded out. No reason for the T's to really contest it at that point. They had more than enough players with enough HP. Alright, let's get this party started. So we've got Kaoz going to be on the T side. iShock electing to go on to the CT side. Their T side was definitely much better on cash, but maybe they're more confident in their CT ability on this map. So it does seem like it's going to be a majority of the players pushing through Ivy here, while you do have one player kind of chilling over there towards the T-Con. Ooh, she'd be able to get a nice pick. If I'm Chaos here, I try to rotate to B, but they're going to just take the site. and pretty good. Able to take down 3 for the price of 1. Parry. Try to get some shots off there on Crow. Crow not quite going to go down just yet. Ooh, maybe though. Crow crosshair placement. Curious, to say the least. Perhaps because he was on an angle on the staircase. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Mort gonna play this very aggressive angle there onto Henna, and Crow gonna walk right into Froster's crosshair, and that's gonna be enough to award them the round. Always really interesting when you see the T's walk away with the first round, because they have the disadvantage with the guns. Most people would say that the USP and the P2K are definitely much better guns than the Glock, but the Glock can surprise you with its close range potential. I do want to say that I'm actually kind of curious to see how this map plays out. I would have honestly picked Rebels as a likely winner for this. I wouldn't think Chaos would be able to come away with it as well as they have, but so far so good. It looks like a major B push here. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, Hennepin gonna drop down, playing a very interesting angle up on that doorway. I didn't even know you could get up there in that boost spot. Ooh, Contraband. This is my site, he says. This is my swamp. Ooh, she's gonna come out there with the AK and take out Crow. Contraband gonna pick up another one. Oh, all gonna fall apart from the flank there by Perry, and that is very unfortunate. You gotta hate when you're Contraband that round and you get a couple of nice frags and you just can't quite push it far enough to take the round. But, you know, it is what it is. Some pretty decent second round frags there. So on this T side, it looks like that they had some with AKs. They got a couple with SMGs. I'm probably still running an SMG on train unless I'm playing a very long angle like Ivy. Ooh, Mort though. Gonna show me why he bought the AK. Gonna take out a couple. Blaze. Ooh, playing that very good angle and the headshot there. Did Blaze not have head armor? I'm confused. I'm sorry, not Blaze, Mort rather. Did he not have head armor? Because it seemed like he didn't. I don't know. But anyway, Chaos is going to be able to get the bomb down here. Good utility. Ooh, Blaze. Yeah, I assumed that was going to be the outcome. Blaze doesn't have any armor, though. Ooh, wow, Hannah. Taking one out of his own. They need to stick this defuse. Ooh, Dusty. Deciding to defuse in a very risky position. They didn't have any kits, so I guess he kind of just had to go for it. He did have a little bit more time to reposition where he was going to defuse from, but I understand his reasoning for choosing to do it immediately. So, you know, better safe than sorry. It could have cost him, but it didn't, so there's really no use complaining about it. iShock able to take away round 3, and that's one that you think that Chaos has in the bag because of the money situation, but, you know, surprise, surprise. We are going to see some relatively heavy gun buys from both sides here. Obviously, Chaos is going to be able to fully buy AKs since they majorly had SMGs for the majority of these rounds. iShock responding in kind, with the exception of Henna. He's going to play that angle very passively, but Mort going to pick up a few before he's finally traded by Dusty in this Heaven position. And Heaven takes out Hell. A match to be had. Oh, he's going to slow push down the ladder. And that was the mistake. You do not slow push Pop Dog. There's almost always someone watching it. And even if there's not, there's someone close. Oh. He saw his little toesy there. I thought he might get a piece. Unfortunately, not able to take the shot there. Rotate over to the Ivy side. I don't know if they know he's here. It looks like that they're aware. Oh, yeah, they definitely know he's there. Crow not really be able to make anything land right now. If I'm him, I'm trying to save this op at this point. He's playing a very aggressive situation that very well could lose him the gun, but it does seem like all of the Chaos members are rotating off the site, and they're not really going to be put in danger. Perry plays this just right. He can get this op. Ooh, and his Crow's going to run right toward him. And there it is. Free op if he can manage to grab it. On this T side, grabbing an op in trade for an AK is a huge yes. Like, on CT side, maybe not wanting to take the op over the AK. You can't buy AKs over there. On this side, they come for just 2,700 bucks. Able to get that op there. We are going to see iShock in a very savvy position here. Henna got a lot to go head armor. That's $1,000 that he spent. Twice the cost of his pistol. I wonder if he'll make it worth it. Is playing this close angle. Doesn't really need armor to make that angle work, though. That pistol would have been enough if one had rushed the angle. Crow. Ooh. Ooh, Dusty. Wow. I don't know what I just seen. I was expecting... I was expecting a severe, just absolute decimation of those rifles, but the pistols, wow. Not only did they completely just take out Kaoz on that round, but on top of that, able to get all of the guns, not having to buy a damn thing on this round, and they're going to have plenty of money to get utility and armor, just swimming in it at this point. Some of the majority of the CTs here on this iShock team did go with armor, head armor as well. Very good call, since there are pistols here on this Kaoz side. You do not want to risk getting one tapped on this round. That sheep lurking pop dog, definitely playing for a defensive pick. Interestingly enough, got Mort over there and Ivy. Curious to see how they play this. It does seem like that they are going to be trying to take B site. That doesn't seem to be in question here, but they have players so far out. Mort, can he get this shot? Ooh, able to get the shot off though. They know he's here. Is that going to be enough to pull at some ankles? Doesn't look like it. Sheep is going to be pushing out there toward A. I think he's going to make something happen here. Blaze takes out Mort. Sheep, ooh, able to get a headshot. Does he know? He has no idea where the rest of them are. Henna's going to go aggro, and Sheep, ooh, gonna get some nicely placed shots. Immediately taken out by Blaze there. Didn't expect any less. Froster gonna come rushing out of this site. They're gonna try to get this bomb down. It is a 3v2 in the favor, but no one's watching his plant. Ooh, Crow trying to get that spray transfer down. Unfortunately, not able to quite make it happen. It is gonna be a 2v1. If Crow just lets off the trigger there and just rebalances his shooting. I know it's hard to do when an enemy's shooting at you, but he did have a pistol, so there was time to adjust the spray. However, Blaze, ooh, can he do it? It's going to be really difficult. He's got 5 HP. That molly is going to come down. Perry's going to push through it, though, and Blaze is just not enough time at this point. He's going to get taken out here, it looks like. Yeah, going to go ahead and sit on the bomb. Perry probably would not have been able to outrun that bomb, even if he had started running immediately with 60 HP. So far, pretty close match, and neither team has really started to take the leash with this one just yet. It seems like if Chaos gets another round or two in their favor, they will start picking up momentum. iShock gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen. Ooh, Dusty gonna shoot him. Good shot with the op there from Dusty. We're gonna see some utility out on this A site. I feel like that this utility actually kind of got them in trouble in the round where they lost to the pistols, but we'll see if they play it better this time. Perry gonna be watching for that Ivy push. There is one player back of bomb train. I don't think that they've noticed. Ooh, Blaze. Okay. Sheep. Gonna get that kill on the Blaze. 3v3. Ooh, Crow. The nade happens eventually. Ooh. Wow. Haha, man, I wish. Oh, Perry. Why am I not surprised it's Perry? Man, I wish I could see the replay of that. That is very unfortunate. It doesn't look like... Yeah, Henna's going to put his back to all of it and just get taken out. Perry can confidently say Perry was definitely a pretty strong variable in them winning that round. Or, I mean, maybe not necessarily that so much as Crow being kind of a necessary variable with the spray not quite making its mark there. When Perry whiffs that first op shot, which definitely was a whiff, Perry very well should have landed that first shot. You take advantage of that and you get that kill. Able to spray what was pretty much an entire magazine onto him from a pretty close range and not able to get that kill. That is, it's heartbreaking. So we are going to see iShocks just absolutely bum rushing from behind. Oh, and more going to be caught on the ladder. Not really going to be able to make any of those shots land. Ladder is probably the biggest inaccuracy bonus in Counter-Strike. Oh, wow, and ooh, I'm seeing some good plays here coming out from the iShock side. Getting really, ooh, nice headshot there from Dusty on the Perry. Getting some really nice aggression play out, and I feel like that there might be some trend here. I feel like iShock maybe perform better when they're much more aggressive and they just kind of throw themselves out there. Or maybe more specifically, Kaoz not being able to respond to said aggression. We will see if they continue to attempt to exploit that. It is going to be the save here from Kaoz. We've seen that, you know, both these teams obviously can make things happen when they just have pistols. So it doesn't really mean anything in this game. Sheep is going to roast a little bit. Ooh, Flame. Ooh, there you go. Don't bait your teammate. Goes out there, swings hard, takes him out there with the headshot. Beautiful. I got some angles here. Crow gonna be... Oh my goodness. Crow gonna be playing from the Ivy angle and redeem himself a little bit with those well-placed AK shots. Especially good with the headshot there. They're gonna get this bomb plant, and at this point, Flame gonna just try to hold off, get as many guns out of their hands as possible. Not able to get any. Is able to get the bomb plant, so you know that is worth something. But that is gonna be around for iShock, and now things looking incredibly close. Obviously, that was a save for the Kaoz side. They are electing to go with the pause here. Interestingly enough, Kaoz is the side that paused. Crow's the only one who has high ping right now, and he's on the opposite team. Courtesy pause? Very unlikely. You know, as I was saying at the beginning of this game, I would not have picked Kaoz to win this game. Rebels, they do have 2 subs. That could be a determining factor. But they have good players, Rebels. I know this personally, I've been playing against them, that their players are not terrible. And I would have picked Rebels to be better than Kaoz, like, you know, in the raw stats. But we're seeing some interesting things happening here. However, that being said, we are not counting Rebels out of it yet, of course. They are in this game still 4-5, and they do have a little bit of momentum on their side. A couple rounds in a row. We do have the op on to Perry. That's what I like to see. Lots of very passive angle peeks here. Perry maybe trying to take advantage of that smoke. Perhaps he thinks they're trying to use it to push up on him, so he's just going to watch it carefully. I thought maybe he would put... See, that just goes to show how different players can be, because I would think that an opper might try to push and use that smoke to their advantage, but he's playing it like very cautiously. Hence cautious Perry. Ooh, Dusty. Oh, man. Shoots the one moment where there's no one behind the fire. Very unfortunate. That can be very hard to see through sometimes. Flame gonna toss a molly over there. Try to get in heaven. Doesn't quite hit heaven, but, you know, it lands somewhere. Sheep. Gonna take out Contraband Crow. Then grab one Blaze. Ooh, they're not out of it yet. Mort's also gonna get taken down to 2v1. Blaze can do it, but he does have Froster to worry about with the op. Gonna get a few shots onto him from the Galil. Not able to do the damage he would like, but Froster's gonna be holding that angle. And pow pow ka-chow. Op is gonna take him out. Get that AK. What are you doing? Okay. Very, very good plays there by the Kaoz side. You know, they really have to make a decision. You know, they have to try to string some rounds together here and carry the game away. And that's really their best odds here. iShock trading back like 1 for 1 just about at this point. Whoa! Hennethan on the Sheep, Dusty on the Moor, and now it's a 5v3. Still lots of utility on this Kaoz side. You gotta wonder if they're actually gonna use it to their favor, or if they're kind of just gonna fade away. Do you see some smokes coming out? Oh, I'm sorry, that was a flashbang. The smoke was from the iShock side. Flame. Okay, lots of utility being traded back and forth at this point. Pretty obvious that they are on this B site. Froster going to take out Hennethan with that AK headshot. Going to be pre-firing towards connector. Not quite able to find anything. Going to just jump onto the site like a madman and go for this plant. Blaze. Oh, Crow. And Blaze and Contraband and just the entire iShock side. Just going to rack it up. Does seem like it is going to be a pause for iShock here. The way things are going, it's hard to say. There's a lot on the line here. If Kaoz wins this, then the best of 3 is over. If Kaoz loses and iShock wins, then we are going to the 3rd map. So, at this point, the game is incredibly close. You know, that no one's ran away with it yet. Both sides have a chance. Let's go ahead and check out some top fraggers. We've got Blaze here on the iShock side. And technically Flame over here on the Kaoz side, although he does have half the frags of Sheep. Sheep coming out a little bit more this game. Obviously didn't have to deal with the disconnect that he had the original game. But despite the fact that he's able to be here in full performance on this round, they're only just barely ahead. Goes to show that maybe iShock could just really value this map more. This is a good boost from Flame. Oh my goodness, and Dusty able to take him out. Very unfortunate timing. Dusty gonna grab a second one, hell, even a third one. And you gotta know that this team is here at this point. Dusty going off, looking for that ace. You are looking at Perry here with relatively nothing. As far as health, as far as guns, as far as anything. Let's go ahead and get the camera on this man. He is going to be in showers. Getting some shampoo, taking a shower. Yeah, clean it up. That's good. Gonna hear some noise behind him. Oh, he forgot to rinse it all off. Ooh! Gets digged there by Dusty, who's going to hunt down the ace. And just make it happen. Got a little bit of disrespect going there in the chat. Easy ace for Dusty. So it looks like the bomb is going to be moving over toward the B site. Some early smokes coming here. Ooh, Henna. Gonna be playing this very closely. And gonna take Sheep. Ooh! Take Sheep down immediately, but immediately get traded out by Flame with the CZ. Because, why not? Flame, very good crosshair placement. And so there's gonna be a little bit of a standoff here. Yeah, they're deciding where the gun and bomb should go. Oh, Dusty, not again. He has made the decision that Ivy belongs to him, and everyone who opposes it is just getting taken down. They do have an M4 on Chaos side, but it's going to be rough. They're going to rush out, and this angle is so deadly, and Blaze is playing it, so even more so. Contraband going to line up the shot nice and easy and take Perry out. And look at that, wouldn't you know it. I believe, I'm not 100% certain on this, but I believe this is the first time that iShock has had the lead in both maps. Maybe I'm wrong? I don't know. I might be wrong. I think this is the first time they've had the lead. You gotta wonder if Chaos is able to recover here. It seems like iShock has the ropes right now. It seems like they have the leash. They're leading this game pretty good. And I know they're only winning by 1, but the momentum is highly in their favor. Crow gonna take one out, immediately get traded out by Sheep. Looks like Chaos gonna try to push a couple of players through Ivy. Dusty gonna be waiting for it though. Ooh, doesn't know the one came out. Able to get the other one immediately, but not before Froster's able to actually get out on sight. Taken on by Blaze. Ooh, Henna gonna be watching that angle, and now just down to Sheep. Gonna take one. Ooh, 4 bullets. He only needs 2. Oh, this is the one right here. Ooh. Henna able to play it relatively well there. Almost got flashed. Turned slightly away from the flash. Enough to not get bothered by it, but not too much to where he couldn't see the push, and he was able to react accordingly. And that's just another match right there. Another round. Sheep picking up 3 frags and yet losing. Once again, you really got to hate when you see a player just pop off on a round, but it's just not enough. Okay. If it was any other player on this iShock team, I might say why. But we do see Blaze coming out with the AUG here. And I'm not going to judge. I would if it was any other player. It's Crow. Okay, Crow now has the AUG as well. But Blaze has been playing very well both maps. So I'm assuming he's fairly educated about what he's doing here. Good old Molly coming out. Okay. Got some Molly utilities coming out. We do have the bomb here in T-Con. Good flash, but all for naught, I suppose. Doesn't really do anything to affect anyone. The smoke. I should have followed it. I didn't follow the smoke. I'm a failure. I do believe it was an Ivy smoke, however. Crow gonna be watching this angle with the AUG. There's a one pop dog. Gonna take him out with the headshot. Immediately looking over to T-Con. Make another one happen, maybe? Oh, not quite able to take down 2, but he is gonna get some reinforcements. Mort gonna take out Contraband. Dusty gonna push over here with the AWP. We know what he can do with it. Ooh, gets the 1. Blaze also going to be getting some spicy AUG kills, and boom, there you go. And that is half. It is favor of iShock, which means, of course, economy is going to be completely reset. I mean, it's really anyone's ball game, but you have to think iShock has a pretty good chance this one. I mean, they definitely had a lot of momentum. All the economy is reset now, but, you know, you have to wonder, is Chaos's morale affected at this point? You know, do they already feel the negative effects of being down? Or are they going to be able to rise up through the 3-point lead and take this one back? Blaze gonna knife Crow. I feel like Crow was also team killed in the first map. That one definitely seemed like more of a genuine accident, but oh, Flame. You like to see him get those headshots there on the pistol round, not able to really make anything happen there. They're going to get this fast bomb plant down, and, ooh, going to be pushing through the smoke, but not going to be enough. Mort and Sheep going to get a couple. Make sure that Chaos isn't completely taken out of the round, but it is still going to be a hard push for them against these T's. Ooh, Sheep said no, it's not. Contraband going to take down Sheep. Contraband going to take down Mort. Oh, and he's got a Glock. Parry. This man. The man with the mission. Gonna get taken out there at Contraband. And what was that? That was 4 for him? Yeah, 4 for Contraband. Very interesting. He had the Glock there at the end, Parry. I guess he ran out of ammo for his USP. I'm assuming he had an USP because, an USP. Because if he didn't, he wouldn't have run out of P2000 ammo that fast. I wouldn't think. You'll see an interesting buy here, though, from iShock. We do have an AK, and we got a couple SMGs, and then we have the Deagle on a Dusty. Not really unusual, but just different, I suppose. I don't know how to word it. There's going to be a couple of trades here, though. Ooh, Parry. Gonna get that CZ frag. Try to get a gun from it. Dusty. Ooh, line him up and knock him down. Dusty going to get 2. Going to get shot a few times while he has a bomb out. Just some... Ooh, Blaze going to throw that nade. That's going to do some good trade damage. Dusty going to be able to get this plant down at this point. Can Parry play it well enough? It is a 1v1. Either side can really take the other one down with just one bullet. I mean, regardless of where it's placed, really. Ooh, does he know? Oh, man. If that grenade is in heaven, then Dusty is dead. Parry, though. Is he going to go for it? He's got the AK, but at this point, he's pretty much just got to stick the defuse. Ah, Parry. Not looking in the right direction. Definitely not aware that the player is in heaven, but, you know. But is going to be another round for iShock. Seems like it's going to be a save here for the Kaoz side. Kaoz going to save this round. Probably not have too good of a chance of winning it, obviously. Contraband, M249? Interesting. Let's follow this man a little bit. Let's see if he can make something happen here. It is against pistols, but Parry's going to push up. Blaze gets one. On to Flame. He's going to rock this M249, though. A very interesting way to spend your money, that's for sure. This bomb plant. Sheep going to be pushing up there. Oh, not quite. He eventually gets it, but it's just so hard to control the spray on that gun. That's definitely a close range, hold off a choke point kind of gun. Not necessarily something you want to use on a map like Train, where it's really a lot of long angles. But he does end up picking a frag up with it. It's still an expensive gun, though. Really no reason to buy that gun under almost any circumstance in the game. Maybe just for a disrespect play. Definitely not really the best play as far as economy goes. But, I mean, I guess it leaves its mark. I guess, you know, you do maybe a little bit of taunting damage to the enemy. Of course, that buy was definitely against a pistol Chaos side. It really comes down to this. This is kind of the round that Chaos has to have. If they lose this, it goes 13-6 for iShock. And at that point, Chaos will not be able to buy next round unless they want to force up SMGs or pistols. And so they'll have to save again. They may get the opportunity on 14-6 for another rifle buy, but, you know, it's extremely unlikely to win at that point. Not necessarily, of course. I can make assumptions all day. I've done it, but they don't always come out the way that I predict. So we got the op over here on Mort. interestingly, just a scout for the iShock side. You have to wonder the angles that each player is playing, because you see Mort here with the Yop, who it looks like that he is going to be playing toward Ivy, kind of-ish, maybe also toward Hell. He has the Op. You expect to see Parry with the Op. So Crow gonna rush site with the Scout. Interesting. You gotta wonder. I mean, I thought maybe at first that it could have possibly been like a little bit of an aggro buy, like a little bit of a troll buy. I'm mad, so I'm gonna buy this. But after seeing what he did there, I'm even more convinced that that's probably the case. And that's going to put his team in a pretty rough position. Henna going to try to make something happen. Able to get some really damn good spray downs there. And suddenly, before you know it, Henna and Dusty both grabbing 2 frags. And it's all on Flame. Ooh. Play the angle well. He knows that he has to plant. Definitely can hear the utility coming out. That's going to be a free plant over there on the A site. Assuming Flame decides not to just run straight through that molly, which of course he didn't. Does have the health advantage, but that could mean nothing. Henna plays this right. One good swift shot onto the face is all he'll need. However, Flame going to be able to get over into this angle. And if there's one angle that he could be in that could be a threat to this heaven position, this is it. Oh, though. I think he's been spotted, and it's not going to be enough. Henna able to see him, just a shoulder patch on the guy, and that's enough to have him go up and get the kill. Flame none the wiser. That heaven has actually been a very integral part of a few different rounds at this point, and still not something that anyone's really too concerned to check. Froster gonna be playing that angle on a Crow with an AK this time, still playing incredibly aggressively, but ooh, gets that tap there on the Mort. Oh, I thought he actually might have the chance to get a second one. It's taken down. We got the double trades here, and it is a 3v3 again. Blaze gonna be playing really close there, able to take out Parry. Smoke is gonna bloom and give iShock a free plant here onto this bomb site. Sheep gonna take out Blaze. There's a chance. Ooh, less of a chance. And even less of a chance. Just too much noise, too many positions just not played to the best, and that's going to give iShock another round there. And here it is. The prediction is real. And we've got 14-6 in favor of iShock. And at this point, Chaos has to force if they don't want to be left in a situation for a tie. They need to make something happen. There's a possibility behind it. We'll see. They are taking bomb to Ivy. So if this is discovered early, it can be played around. However, it really all comes down to how Sheep plays the angle. Oof. Froster able to get a nice headshot there on the Crow. We do have a couple of T's moving in. Well, I say a couple. It's just one. Oh, Mork gets a nice op shot there. We have the 1T and Blaze pushing onto that B site, but the bomb is sitting here in connector. Dusty. Could he even think that there's someone right underneath him? Oh, no. Gets immediately taken down by Sheep, and Sheep's going to get a second one, and this was the one that they needed. This was the round that Chaos definitely wished for. And at this point, Blaze, not necessarily impossible for him to take this one home, but probably not very eager to play too aggressively in this 1v5. Looking like he's going to elect to play this save onto the B site. At this point, if I'm Chaos, I'm probably trying to manhunt. I mean, it sounds unnecessary, but if you can get all of the guns out of their hands at this point, you give yourself a lot more room to get a few rounds here. It's very risky, obviously not having a whole lot of money of their own, but it is a 5v1. Blaze playing a very good angle behind these boxes. Even if someone pushed him, they probably wouldn't even notice until it was too late. And it does seem like that they are going to just be playing these defensive angles and go ahead and let him live with the AK. Interestingly, we have 3 ops towards this Kaoz side at this point. We got 1 on Perry, which is expected. Mort also kind of using the op a little bit. Sheep, I think I've seen him op a few times. I think I've seen him do it, so enough to know that he's capable. We are going to have Henna buying the M24. You have to wonder, that's the second time he's done that. You have to wonder if he's actually practiced this gun. I would think not, because his spray pattern with it doesn't seem to be too, well, memorized. His understanding of how the gun works. I think he's kind of just memeing it at this point. Like, he feels like this game is won, so there's no point in trying to take it too seriously. Blaze able to finally get that shot there on the Flame. Perry gonna take out Dusty, which is the opper. Oh, man. That good flick shot on the Crow close range. Henna, gonna get taken out, and Blaze be the only one left hiding up in that heaven area. Possibly just gonna run away and save this one. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a lot of money, unfortunately, wasted buying that M24 for the second time. I mean, if you're gonna meme with a gun, why not just buy the Negev? It's like dirt cheap at this point, but the M249 is still a relatively expensive gun, unless something happened and I just don't remember. But I'm pretty sure it's still up there in price. We are going to have what looks like a force from this iShock side. I'm not entirely sure that I agree with it. At this point, you kind of want to save. Ooh, good snipe there. Sheep onto Dusty. At this point, if you're iShock, you probably want to save and be able to get a full buy and try to take this one home. At this point, with the forces and just terrible decisions buying M249, you're wasting so much team economy, giving Kaoz a fairly good chance to bring this one back. As if Kaoz needed any more help bringing this one back. Perry opping like an absolute monster. Ooh, Henna is going to grab a frag there. He also, I believe, dinks the one toward connector. Does some pretty good damage. It does look like that they are going to be trying to rush that bomb out onto that B site. To get that plant down, they need this money at this point. If they can get the win, then it would be absolutely amazing. Molly not really going to be able to do anything on the back of that B site if positioned just slightly differently. Certainly could have taken out Contraband. Mort going to get really aggressive here with the op. Ooh, able to make that happen. They're going to stick it in a 2v4. Oh, he's going to be pushing this angle and immediately gets punished. And, of course, you have Blaze. Definitely did not want to bite and went for the save there. At this point, iShock can buy. For the most part. It looks like Crow gonna be down a gun. Dusty and Contra. There we go. I was wondering what was taking them so long. Not necessarily full utility on the iShock side, but good enough. Crow not really able to bring anything to the table in this one, though. Looks like it is going to be a committed 5-man push, though. Either to B site or through Pop Dog. Playing very slowly, this iShock team. Gonna get burned out a little bit, but he's gonna just force it and get the headshot, which is a beautiful shot there on the Flame. Able to just barrel into the site and take it over. We also have Crow rushing onto A site, but gonna get it taken out. Henna gonna keep playing aggressively. This is this man's playstyle. Ooh, Sheep gonna punish him. Blaze there, not being able to land those shots, and it's, ooh, man, Dusty, though. And holy crap, Dusty, 3 swift headshots. And, yeah, this is our bomb site. That was the one. That was definitely a round Chaos needed. Dusty landed some really good headshots here. Actually, let's go ahead and check this out real quick. Dusty almost landing 30 frags this game. Headshot percentage of 35% in the first half, 36 in this half. Average damage around skirting over the 100 marker, which is what you like to see. A player to recognize for sure. Speaking of players to recognize, we have Sheep holding this op angle. Lots of op play from this Chaos side, just in general. A very slow push down Pop Dog. You don't see a play like this too frequently. The question is Chaos going to bite on this utility? But it doesn't matter because Blaze is already coming out. We got some trades there, op, AK, and op. They're going to just be able to push straight onto this A-side. Once again, a very slow setup, but an aggressive push. And I think this is where iShock is definitely able to get the advantage, is to just kind of play the aggressive number. Good lurk there, and Dusty into the back of trains. And, oh, Blaze is going to take one out. We do have one in heaven. Oh, Sheep with a nice op, and it's 2v Crow. 2v Crow. Can he play it well? You got to think at this point, oh, man, you got to think at that point that, oh, can they get the defuse in time? Okay, yeah, they're good. At that point, you know, I feel like iShock's entire team probably screaming at that player. I do believe Pro is one of the subs, and I think that probably screaming at that player at that point, telling him, don't push, play this smart, they have to defuse. Let's see, Crow's performance, 8 and 17. Not exactly the most flattering performance for someone who's taken my name. But I do believe him. I think Dusty, actually, interestingly enough, is actually also a sub. Sheep holding this angle. Assuming Henna stays on his path toward Ivy, he will eventually walk into the crosshairs of Sheep. Other than that, the bomb is going to look like it's going to commit toward the B side. Ooh, Henna, though. Is he prepared to peek this angle? He should know at this point Sheep has been holding this. Perhaps that's why there is a little bit of passiveness. Sheep! I didn't have to spectate it to hear that whiff. Not quite able to make that shot happen, unfortunately. And the bomb going to be really far back train. Not committing to any site. 55 seconds. Still a good amount of time, but why sit with bomb that far away? Is he lining up a smoke? No? What is he doing? He's 45 seconds and he's just flicking his crosshair around. Okay. Man, it's times like that you kind of wish you could hear what they were saying to each other. You have to wonder what exactly would inspire someone to do what he was just doing. It looks like they are going to commit finally onto this site, but just get mowed down by the slew of weapons waiting for them, and it's just all over in a matter of seconds. Interesting here at this point. You kind of think that it's a struggle for Chaos to hold on. They have to win 4 more rounds in order to get the potential overtime. Well, if they get 4 more rounds, it is overtime. It's not potential at that point. But iShock, they've been playing these sites interestingly. Like, they play very well, but then they make very interesting decisions that make you wonder. They are going to rush out onto B, though. P90 is a gun to be feared, but Flame is not going to have any of that. Does end up getting taken down. Perry going to play very aggressively through the smoke. I'm not sure I would have done that against SMGs. It's very risky to be playing these close angles. You want to take the range advantage that you have with assault rifles. Froster. Ooh. Able to play that angle well. Once again, that Molly not able to do anything. Contraband going to be sitting in the back. And it's a 1v1. Contraband showing you why the P90 only gets $300 per kill. Sheep Gotta make it happen, my man. Oh, just barely on the Contraband. And you think that Contraband wins that with the P90 at that range. Able to take out multiple frags there on the site, but just not quite able to finish it, which is just heartbreaking, really. I mean, that was the game for iShock, and now, well, max loss bonus. Maybe still able to make something happen. Okay, it looks like that they are going to go for a save here. I was concerned we might see an M24 buy from Henna on this very important round. But it looks like they are just going to go for the light buy, make sure that they have more than enough money to full buy next round. But that will pretty much be the deciding factor. I mean, they could win this round and end the game. Ooh, she's going to get one. They do have multiple players watching this angle. With ops, however, ooh, they just have to make those shots land, and that's exactly what they did. If you get crippled there and you miss your shots, then that's how the SMGs win. But the SMGs, of course, did not win. Now you have iShock able to make full buy here. Complete utility in weapons, armor, the works. But, of course, that comes with the understanding that this is the round. If they lose this round, it's almost certain that this is going to go into OT. If they win the round, then obviously we're going to map 3. Lots of blocks there from jumping down. I assume that was planned. Dusty going to play toward this angle here. They're not going to have an op. I don't think either team has really played that angle with an op. Flame able to get one. We got trade after trade after trade. Oh, can he make it happen? Dusty, you got to land one more shot and able to finally get it. But, of course, Blaze is going to burn to the fire. That's ironic. We have a 2v2 now. Dusty, not very good on the health, but able to take out Sheep, so it's good enough. It's all down to Crow and Dusty. Ooh. Oh, more playing. What? Okay, yeah. Crow did end up taking him out. That's why it, like, disconnected and lagged like that. I thought that Crow was about to whiff the hell out of that spray, and it was about to be over. That was almost just won them the tournament. Oh, not the tournament, but the series, the best of 3. If Mort wins that, I think Kaoz takes it to overtime easily. Whether or not they would have won overtime is anybody's guess, but we are going to the third map nonetheless. That is the result, 15-12, I believe, 15-13, I think. Yeah, 15-13 for iShock. It is 1-1 in the best of 3, and we are going to be going on to the third map, which is going to be Inferno. So, we're going to go on a little bit of an intermission here and possibly play that third map, see what they decide to do, and, of course, good luck to both teams.